guys, it's Morgan, and today I'm going to be talking about episode 10 of season 2 of Scream Queens, which is also the season 2 finale. Now, if you haven't seen the season 2 finale and you don't want to be spoiled, stop watching the video now, go watch the episode, and then come back. Or if you don't care about being spoiled, keep watching. So here's my review of the season 2 finale of Scream Queens. Chanel is walking in the hospital when she sees a green meanie. She tries to open doors to escape, but they won't open. The green meanie starts shooting baseballs at her, and she ducks, and then is able to escape when Chanel number 8 opens the door. The green meanie is revealed to be Nurse Ingrid Hoffel. I did feel a little sorry for Chanel number 8 when she got hit by a baseball, but I also thought it was kind of funny too. And she didn't die, so that was good. Chanel number 3 is about to be killed by a green meanie, but the green meanie can't do it. It's revealed to be Dr. Cassidy Cascade who tells Chanel number 3 that he won't kill her. Then Nurse Ingrid Hoffel shows up and Dr. Cascade tells her that he's done. I thought it was funny when Dr. Cascade told Chanel number 3 that he was going to kill his mom, and Chanel number 3 said, "Or you can just talk to her." Yeah, talking is a better idea. Chanel asks Dr. Brock Holt if they're still on for dinner, which confuses Dr. Holt because he doesn't know if they're still together, which is understandable. I mean, their relationship is really confusing. Hester tells Dr. Brock Holt to marry Dean Munch because then when Dean Munch dies, Dr. Holt will get her money. I thought it was funny when Hester told Dr. Holt that they can buy Blood Island and then live there together and kill tourists. Ah, how romantic. Nurse Ingrid Hoffel finds Chanel number 8 cutting tomatoes and is about to light a cigarette when Chanel number 8 stops her and tells her that if she lights it and it falls on the fertilizer, it can kill them both, because fertilizer is an ingredient in explosives. Which is probably not the best thing to say to a murderer, but I mean, in Chanel number 8's defense, she didn't know. Chanel tells Chanel number 3 and Chanel number 5 that she was looking at Dr. Brock Holt's phone and saw that he was looking at engagement rings and thinks he's going to propose to her. Then Nurse Ingrid Hoffel tells them that Dr. Holt wants everyone to meet in Dean Munch's room where he proposes to Dean Munch, which definitely upsets Chanel. Dr. Holt tells Chanel that once Dean Munch dies, he'll give the ring to her. I thought it was funny when Dr. Holt was saying that all Chanel wants is someone to take couple pictures with, not a real boyfriend. Dr. Cassidy Cascade is eating with Jane and Chanel number 3, and he tells Jane that he's not going to kill Chanel number 3 and that he's done murdering people. But Jane tells them that it will all end once the hospital is shut down. After Jane leaves, Dr. Cascade tells Chanel number 3 that Nurse Ingrid Hoffel is the other green meanie, and he thinks she has something big planned. I was so happy when Dr. Cascade finally told Chanel number 3 that Nurse Hoffel was the other green meanie. But one thing I don't really get is why the two of them didn't immediately tell everyone else, and they waited until Nurse Hoffel had them all trapped in the cage. I mean, if you guys both knew, you could have told everyone, and then you could have taken care of her, or defeated her, and known in advance. But I guess in these kind of shows, you have to find out when it looks like everything is lost. After Dean Munch and Dr. Brock Holt get married, Chanel number 5 tells Dean Munch that she doesn't think she has Kuru, but the only way to know for sure is to do surgery. I feel really sorry for Chanel number 5. I mean, she's so smart, but no one cares. Jane calls Nurse Ingrid Hoffel and tells her that her son is dead to her and she wants to help Nurse Hoffel with the murders. But Nurse Hoffel just hangs up on her and pours fertilizer into a barrel to make a bomb. It was pretty clear that Nurse Hoffel didn't really care about whatever Jane had to say. Jane and Zayday are talking, and Zayday tells Jane to let her show Jane what the hospital is like now and to show her that it's much better than it used to be and that they actually help people. Even though Jane is involved in the murders, I actually thought it was nice that Zayday and her were kind of getting along. Hester tells Dr. Brock Holt to kill Dean Munch during the surgery, but he tells her he won't because it will destroy his reputation. You could tell that Hester was really concerned that the surgery would actually cure Dean Munch. and then her plan would be ruined. Chanel tells Chanel number 3 and Chanel number 5 that she plans to kill Dean Munch during the surgery by pouring a pumpkin spice latte into her brain. I thought it was really funny when Chanel number 5 said that the pumpkin spice latte would most likely help Dean Munch instead of kill her. Dr. Brock Holt and Dr. Cassidy Cascade are performing Dean Munch's surgery, and Chanel is getting ready to pour the pumpkin spice latte into Dean Munch's brain. But instead, she accidentally pours it on Nurse Ingrid Hoffel. And even though she didn't know this at the time, probably not a good idea to do that to someone who wants to kill you. I also thought it was funny when Dean Munch was singing Smoke on the Water during her surgery. Chanel number 5 tells Dean Munch that she found no evidence of Kuru and that Dean Munch is just extremely dehydrated. I thought it was really funny when Dean Munch found out that she actually ate a goat brain instead of a human brain like she originally thought. Nurse Ingrid Hoffel puts everyone in a cage and is about to shoot them when Zayday and Jane show up to stop her. But then she ends up shooting Jane. Dr. Cassidy Cascade tells Jane that he's sorry that he let her down, but Jane tells him that he and Zayday saved her and that his father would be proud of him. And then she dies. Nurse Hoffel shows them the bomb that she made and then leaves, and just when it looks like all hope is lost, Denise appears and is able to defuse the bomb. I thought it was really funny when Zayday showed up and Dean Munch was like, "Zayday, you're back, you're safe!" And Zayday was like, "Yeah, thanks for looking for me," since no one did. I also thought it was funny when Denise showed up and she was like, "How are things working for Hillary Clinton?" I was just thinking, Denise, you have a lot to catch up on. It was also funny when Denise said that she didn't learn how to defuse bombs when she was at Quantico, but she did learn how to do it from the TV show Quantico. I also thought it was really funny when Nurse Hoffel told Chanel that her last name was actually Bean, and it didn't automatically click in Chanel's brain that Nurse Hoffel was related to Miss Bean. Everyone is running after Nurse Ingrid Hoffel, and then she turns around and throws a knife at Chanel number 3. But just before it can hit her, Dr. Cassidy Cascade jumps in front of her and gets stabbed and dies. Which made me feel really sorry for Chanel number 3. I mean, she just can't catch a break when it comes to romance. Season 1, Sam died. Season 2, Dr. Cassidy Cascade died. And I did agree with her when she said that this was his redemption. Nurse Ingrid Hoffel is sinking in the swamp, and Dean Munch takes a vote to see whether or not they should save her, and everyone votes no. But because of Dean Munch's conscience, she tries to save Nurse Hoffel, but Nurse Hoffel ends up sinking anyway. When Nurse Hoffel was asking them to save her, I was thinking, after everything you did, why would they save you? In a voiceover, Chanel talks about what's been going on since the Green Meanie murders ended. Things at the hospital are going well and are now being run by Zayday and Chanel number 5. It's revealed that Hester stole all of Dean Munch's money and ran away with Dr. Brock Holt to Blood Island, where they killed the tourists. And Dean Munch became a sex therapist in Aspen. Chanel becomes a TV doctor on her new show Loving the Sea with Chanel number 3 as her producer, just like she always wanted. After filming one of her shows, Chanel goes to her car and sees a box with a pin that says KKT, Kappa Kappa Tau, which is the sorority from season 1. And then the Red Devil is seen in the back seat, and Chanel screams. Now in season 1, the Red Devil was over Chanel's bed, and that was revealed to be Chad in this season. So if there is a season 3, I wonder if we'll find out who this Red Devil is. Maybe Grace? Since the ratings for season 2 were a little lower than they were for season 1, I don't know if there'll be a season 3, but I really hope there is. If there is, let me know in the comments what you think the setting should be for season 3. I mean, we've had a sorority house and a hospital. Where else can you put these characters? Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.